Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody had a very nice and safe holiday. And I hope 2022 so far is treating you guys very well. So let's get into what I want to talk about in this one. So this is kind of an update video, and I am also humbly requesting some feedback for you guys that are still around, or at least that see this video. Because as you guys know from the previous video that I made, I obviously this channel has been in hibernation, and it still is, but I also wanted to say that I am going to be back streaming, but not from the console, because my assumption after so much research weeks and months ago was that there was no way that I was going to be able to game at 120 FPS while still recording and or streaming at 1080 60 without having to spend four figures, like in the thousands, in order to make it happen to get a new rig and stuff like that. So coupled with some experimentation as well as a video that I saw, which I'll leave a link in the description for those of you guys that are on a similar boat, I am actually able to, without relying on the console in terms of streaming itself, I am actually able to record footage and stream footage at 1080 60 while gaming at 120. The only sacrifice that I had to make was, instead of gaming at 1440, I'm gaming at 1080. No big deal, really, in my opinion. So I am actually glad that I am actually going to be able to stream again while having the quality at a pretty decent quality without having to spend an arm and a leg to do so, and without having to rely on the console, because for those of you guys that know, it's better than nothing. Obviously, being able to stream on console is better than nothing, especially for those people that don't have the means to even have a PC that is strong enough to stream or whatnot, which in this day and age wouldn't really be that much money, but just saying, still, we live in a day and age where inflation is absolutely up the wazoo. The housing market is going up and all that kind of stuff. It's like, the question is, when are we going to see an end to it? So times are tough for a lot of people, whether you're a person that is able to save money on a regular basis or not. We're all in the same boat, so it's very, very understandable. So I'm just happy that I am able to, with this current PC rig, which is a very weak rig, and by the way, the specs were not even up to par with the new capture card that I got, but with the old capture card, I was still able to stream at 1080 60 and record at 1080 60. So I'm not really demanding any more juice from my rig. So I was like, you know what? Let's experiment. In worst case scenario, we could just take the capture card back, which is the new capture card that I have is an Elgato HD60S Plus, which actually does allow for 120 FPS pass through at 1080, along with changing a few settings on the console and then restarting everything. I got it to work. And again, I'll leave a link in the description down below of the video where I found that out from. And it's really good. It was awesome. I was genuinely surprised. But anyway, going back on topic here. So streaming, as far as streaming is concerned, that is going to be coming on starting this weekend, starting tonight probably, or today, depending on whenever this video goes up, because I have to be at work in an hour from now as of recording, so this video might not be up until I get home or the next day. But starting this weekend, I am very excited to start streaming again, with everything being at a decent quality and without having to rely on the consoles and stuff like that. And I'm also looking forward to not just obviously interacting with you guys, but also just playing different games, because as you guys know, I have Game Pass Ultimate, and there's a ton of games out there that I've always wanted to try. And there's even a few of you guys that actually a while ago suggested, not just for streams, but possibly with the channel as well, that you'd like to see different games or whatnot. And some of you, I think a few of you even said that you wouldn't mind this if this was kind of like a, what's it called, like a playthrough channel or something like that, or if I could just transfer my streaming experiences with some basic editing here and there onto this channel, that might be a thing as well. So when you look at it from multiple points of view, it's like, okay, I've obviously had a few ideas of my own, which is obviously one of the reasons why this channel has been in hiatus as well. Plus, every once in a while, it's good to kind of step back from it and get away from it and just kind of take a refresher or whatnot. So while you decide what you want to do, because what you enjoy doing or whatnot. And as you guys know, for those of you guys that are familiar with my gaming history, one of the things that I've always enjoyed from when I was a kid was enjoying my gaming experiences with friends, basically. So basically the way I look at it, you guys aren't just viewers, you guys are basically friends as well. Some of you guys I know in real life, some of you guys I talk to outside of YouTube as well. And the thing is, ultimately, at the end of the day, we're all on the same boat, right? We're all friends. And for me, I've always enjoyed sharing those gaming experiences. Gaming is one of the best things. It was one of the things that I've loved to do all my life. I've been gaming for 30 years now. And the thing is, if I'm going to continue to do content, I can't be forcing myself to play a game that I don't want to play, covering a franchise that I don't want to cover, or make a certain type of video that I don't want to make. So basically, I'm still going back and forth, but obviously there's things like I can completely rebrand this channel and just do different kinds of videos. I could take a small stab at what Dr. Bolo's doing, for instance, or Difo or whatnot, and GCP, and just have a lot of fun, like with all the BS on the internet. Like, my goodness, like, do you guys hear about that girl who was selling her farts, how much money she was making, and how recently she was in the hospital because she thought that she was having a heart attack? Holy shit. And I remember tweeting out that I'm like, yeah, this had to be a pussy fart. And I couldn't help but say that. It just made all the sense in the world to me. Hilarious. I will say anything for a laugh sometimes or whatnot, or just make people go, what the fuck? But anyway, so obviously there's a whole bunch of different ideas that I would have, but at the same time, there's nothing final, nothing set in stone. And that's where I kind of am asking you guys to give me feedback on that. It's like, what should I do? It's like part of me wants to be a gameplay channel. Sometimes I just want to transfer everything onto here, or maybe just open up a completely new channel and just cover movies, which is another passion of mine. I'm very, very passionate of movies, but in terms of the direction and details that I want to go, there's a few other things that I need to adjust on that as well. So, or I can just keep this channel as a playthrough channel and just open up a new channel for the movie thing, or just open up a new channel in general and just let this one be and just transfer streaming adventures onto this channel. I don't know. I mean, as you can see, there's plenty of avenues to take, and that's kind of one of the beauties of content creation is that you have so many choices and options in terms of what direction you want to go. And ultimately, at the end of the day, especially, that's also a big advantage for a small content creator like me, like a very small one. So it's like, when you're small, you have the freedom to go in any sort of direction that you want, really. I mean, even big channels can do this, but a lot of big channels basically are looking to basically grow and expand, and at the same time they're making a certain amount of money, and they want to continue to be able to do that, and they don't want to lose subscribers and, of course, viewers. So when you're a small fry that's not making money at this at all, like myself, you've got freedom in order to do that. Although, again, going back at the bigger guys, again, those guys have the freedom to do so as well, but most of the time they just don't, but there are a few that do, obviously. So basically, as far as streaming is concerned, I'm very much looking forward to, obviously I'm enjoying Halo Infinite multiplayer quite a bit, but at the same time, I'm also looking forward to playing a whole bunch of new games on a regular basis, racking up achievements, playing them on harder difficulties if I decide to do so, and at the same time, when there's new games coming out, it's like, boom, right there. Like, the new game is the new thing, so it's like, okay, let's stream the new thing. And some people also will be interested in how good that new thing is or whatnot. So, oh, by the way, this is an epic fail right here. I can't believe I lost this. I lost my mind when I lost that gunfight. But anyway, that's pretty much why I wanted to make this video. It's kind of like an update, and at the same time a feedback requested sort of video, and at the same time it's also a excitement video in terms of, holy crap, I don't have to rely on the console for streaming, and I can record good footage without having to rely on theater mode anymore, while maintaining my 120 frames gaming experiences, and I can record at a crisp 1080 60. So without having to spend thousands of dollars to do so. But so yeah, anyway, that's pretty much been the gist of it. And as far as I'm concerned, what have I been doing over the last 6 weeks? All I've been doing is working and pretty much just getting back into the season mode, because season is starting again with work, but schedule will not be as brutal as it was in previous years. Thank God. So I am going to be able to maintain a very big consistency in terms of streaming. Now, in terms of the channel, I don't know. We're still in hibernation mode, But as you can understand by now, you know why I made this video. So anyway, this video will either go up because I have to be at work in less than an hour. It's either going to go up right before I go to work, which I doubt because it's going to take some time to render. So it's probably going to go up either tonight on Friday night or Saturday, sometime during the day. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and feedback. For those of you guys that leave feedback, thank you very much. And some of you guys had the kindest words to say to me while I've been gone in the comments section. So thank you very much for that. And I look forward to seeing you guys on stream. And have a great rest of your day and or weekend. And I'll catch you guys hopefully sooner than later as far as videos are concerned. And I'll see you guys on stream.